Hey guys, tonight we're diving into one of the most enduring and mysterious legends of all time. King Arthur. You've probably heard the stories. Knights in shining armor, a round table, a powerful sword, and a king who could do no wrong. But here's the real question. Was King Arthur actually a king? Or is he just a figure of myth? Woven together from the fabric of imagination and ancient tales? Close your eyes for a moment and picture it. Ancient Britain, misty hills, and a warrior king leading his knights into battle. You probably won't survive this journey. There's a chance you might end up lost in a castle or distracted by a talking wizard, but that's the price of history, right? So before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe. But only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. If you're one of those who still believe in Arthur's truth, drop your location and the time. You're watching this in the comments. I'm curious where the myth travels the most. Now dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. Now that we're all set, let's start at the very beginning of the Arthurian legend. When we talk about King Arthur, the question that always arises is, how much of this is real? Were there actual battles fought? Was there ever a real King Arthur? Or is he just a fairy tale character from the deep, hazy past? The earliest mentions of Arthur, oddly enough, don't seem to fit the iconic image we have today. You might expect his name to be splashed across Roman scrolls or inscribed in grand monuments, but it's actually a much subtler story. In fact, the earliest references to Arthur don't even mention him as a king at all. Some historians believe he might have been a leader in a tribe or a general, someone much more grounded and less mythic than what later stories suggest. But the truth isn't so clear. Some argue he could have been an actual ruler. During the chaotic times following the fall of the Roman Empire in the 5th and 6th centuries. Historians still debate his existence, and some scholars even question whether his name might have been inspired by a variety of figures, not just one single historical person. So let's talk about the historical landscape that would have shaped the legend. After the Romans pulled out of Britain, the island was thrown into disarray, beset by invasions, and struggling with internal chaos. Into this mess, many later writers placed the figure of Arthur, a king capable of leading Britain through the storm. But was he really a king, or a symbol of something much greater? And then there's the whole myth-making aspect. Arthur's story took on a life of its own over time. As you drift through the ages, the legend grows, much like a snowball rolling down a mountain, picking up new details, more characters and more significance. Scholars still argue whether the Arthurian legends were entirely constructed by medieval authors, or whether they grew from a kernel of real history. But for now, as we sit back and let the images of King Arthur and his knights form in our minds, it's worth asking, did the world need him to be real for his legend to endure?